Hello everyone and welcome to the Majora's Mask Rando Tournament Season 1 Loser Bracket Round 1 Melrose versus Michi. Why did I take that all in one breath? Anyways, with me today I have our wonderful commentators. Say hello.
Hello, I am Mayonnaisal Spray and I will be guiding you all through this today.
So, race will be starting in about 30 seconds. I hope everyone's got their Deku soldiers ready to help out these two runners in their race. Who are you voting for?
I think my vote's going to go towards Mel.
Fair.
Alright, we got some different movement right off the bat. Michi attempting to check the 20 rupee chest. Still having a bit of trouble getting the setup correct. 20 rupee chest has become 50 rupees, a major upgrade, at least in my opinion. Yeah, it just synced on my end, so don't worry, Drew.
I was slightly worried that the restream was behind. I had to refresh everything on my end.
Alright, let's see what P-Hat Grotto has in store. I feel like every time I've seen someone do P-Hat Grotto, it's always had some relatively important item or a required item. Piece of Heart, Vanilla.
Oh, hello. Do we have a surprise second commentator today?
Yeah, I think we do.
Oh, who is it?
I think it's a guy named Drew.
Oh, that
welcome,
guy.
Drewness. You have Garo Mask in Playground right off the bat. Alright, Ranch Sisters is dead. And Human Check for Fairy is a Bomb Chew.
Yeah, bomb shoes, of course, in MMR, not extremely helpful, since you can't really use them unless you have a bomb bag, just the way the game was programmed.
Yeah, definitely makes things a bit more tricky compared to Ocarina of Time Randomizer, where you can use them regardless of whether or not you have the bomb bag. Alright, Silver Rupee Chest. Piece of Heart. Already seeing very different strategy of Melrose advancing time and Michi exploring more of their options before doing so. Andrew gives Piece of Heart, and 20 rupee chest has become Land Title Deed. Now, given Garo Mask was found immediately, we might see fairly early access to Icona Canyon. East Clocktown's Way of the Hero. And Madame Aroma gives Deku Mask. Interesting.
That's probably our Way of the Hero item there. At least one of them.
Michi using the opportunity to get some rupees from Dodongo.
Which I'm guessing is going to mean that he's not going to go into the Congo Grotto.
Oh no, Dampe has bow. Oh no, can you just imagine required Dampe in this stream? Find Zora Mask, and their logical bow is behind Dampe.
Oh man.
Dampe the run killer has the bow. Ven, our only way of the heroes we've seen so far is East Clocktown.
I also know that fighting Dampe without a bow is kind of a pain in the ass.
Oh, fighting Dampe. Alright, Swordsman's School has 20 rupees. That's a letdown.
A little bit, yeah. I mean, it's a profit, but not exactly what you want to see.
What is that? Is that magic? Double magic in bomb. Okay. Oh yeah, was our free song Song of Healing?
I'm not exactly sure myself.
Laundry
I didn't
pool is
quite catch it.
foolish.
That means you never have to worry about the letter to cafe, which is usually something that's always there on your mind.
Yeah, I remember a few runs I've seen, some of the runners went out of their way to try and do it, but it just ended up being a huge time loss.
Yeah.
Wow, 10 seconds. And Vanilla Piece of Heart. Yeah, with Deku Mask and Magic right off the bat, you can check all the tingles, or most of the tingles that you can get to now. Cafe's Mask in Dodongo Grotto.
Yeah, it's going to be really nice for Michi. He can check that this cycle. Melrose has already missed out on that opportunity, unfortunately.
Piece of Heart, Piece of Heart. Alright, Milk Road Tingle is useless as far as we know. It's like Michi might be doing a rush on the bank to check that 200 rupees.
Yeah, honestly, not the worst idea.
Alright, here comes a lot of hints. Road to Ikana's Way of the Hero. Pinnacle Rock is foolish. Yes, Ranch Sisters of Dead, we already saw that, and Dampe Digging.
Michi should just be about to pick up his Deku Mask here.
Yeah, our starting song was a Song of Healing. Vanilla piece of heart in the tree. Ooh, secret shrine wave.
Shrine.
Interesting. I'm calling it now. Like, Zoromask has to be on, like, Road to Ikana, and then that's gonna be how we get the logical bow.
Then we also have Road to Icona as a way of the hero.
Alright, what does this Tingle have to offer? Big Bomb Bag and Room Key. It's classic shooting the child to make sure you can get to them. Alright, Road to Southern Swamp Tingle has Room Key, Red Rupee. Also, transformation check for the Great Fairy had a Silver Rupee.
That's not bad. Michi should be done with his bank 200 now.
Yeah.
It's not very often that you see a land title deed turned in this early.
Yeah, land title deed definitely seems to be a late game. Ooh, but we got an empty bottle from it.
I was honestly just about to say that Melrose is really hoping for a bottle pretty soon.
It is nice to see Pinnacle Rock is foolish, though, so the only thing we may potentially have to do is eggs. Bottles are fairly valuable, Sandstorm, because the issue is if you don't have many bottles, it takes a very, very long time to do eggs for the song checks.
Yeah, and then even in the short term, like as far as your first cycle goes, you really want to find at least one bottle on first day or first night, so that when you go to the swamp, you can clear out as much of it as possible. It's just a lot better to be able to do that in one trip. So it looks like Melrose is following a route which is sort of pushing him towards a faster first cycle, whereas Michi is sort of extending the first cycle. You can see still on the first day here.
Some Spider House is dead.
Especially with that letter to cafe. Or I guess with the letter to cafe not being required, it's not really going to hurt you as much to extend first cycle. Because if you find letter to cafe, it's like it literally doesn't matter at all.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a quick question, if you guys have a second. I was just curious. So Laundry Pool's foolish. Does that make the fairy that you get in Laundry Pool for North Clocktown foolish, or?
No, basically any items that are always in a location are not going to be considered when you're looking at Way of the Heroes are foolish. So like the eggs aren't going to be foolish, the stray fairy's not going to be foolish, stuff like that. It's basically just like the final rewards that are randomized that are considered.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but I was like, the fairy, the only thing that you get out of that was going for North Clocktown, but you did get it from Laundry Pool, but I guess you do also get it from East Clocktown as well, so.
Yeah, the only way the fairy could be seen foolish is if you're doing more of an all sanity run where you have fairy rewards, or like the actual fairies randomized.
That makes sense. Alright, I was just curious.
Yeah, it's good to clear that up anyway, just for
Yeah.
anybody new to the game here.
Yeah, with Song of Healing as starting, you can immediately check. Why am I forgetting his name? Tomorrow, that's his name.
Yeah, tomorrow. There's a mask named after him. Come on now.
Ocean Spider House Day 1 is Fierce Deity's mask.
Yeah, it looks like they're probably not getting that.
Well, that's gonna suck because both Better Spin Attack and Fierce Deity's mask being behind both Spider Houses. That means that Majora is gonna be interesting, even if we have the gilded. Lens of Truth in the 20 rupee chest in Termina Field.
Okay, that's a little interesting.
This is a Kokiri sword Majora seed. This is gonna be interesting to say the least.
I know personally I would be pretty screwed if it came down to that.
Look, we're not going to talk about the first time I played through Majora's Mask then. Alright, beginning to see some overlap between the two runners now. Although Mel did not purchase the room key as far as I remember.
And also, Michi does have the midnight meeting set up, which is going to be a pretty big difference between the two.
Yeah, and given East Clocktown's Stockpot encounters itself, or no, Midnight Meeting is its own check if I remember correctly. Hinted. Alright, we got 2 minigame checks, one done legit and the other done the completely intended way. Ooh, express mail to Mama on Honey and Darling. And Powder Keg on Deku Playground.
Wow, the minigame's paying out this seed.
Yeah, damn.
Oh, hookshot in the bomber's hideout.
Alright, that's good. Let's see. Someone just put $50 in the mailbox. Where was Postman's hat? I don't remember seeing that.
That was on the big bomb bag purchase.
Ah, okay. Ooh, the moon is crying a Don Gero's mask. Alright, there's our second secret shrine's way of the hero hint. Yeah, what if we have Vanilla Opponent's song? That's why we have Powder Keg already.
That'd be pretty nice. At least that means we're gonna see Goron Mask pretty soon.
Here, I'm gonna put my prediction. So, since we have Powder Keg, Vanilla Opponent's song, and then Zora Mask on Road to Ikana, and that's how we're supposed to get our bow.
Yeah, that sounds pretty solid to me. It sounds like a good time.
Mel setting up Scarecrow's song. Alright, what was dropped in the toilet today? I'm curious to see. $50. That's
Wonderful.
disappointing. Alright, and room key check. Beans.
That's not exactly useful.
Not really, but I suppose it's one of the better locations for it to be, since you don't have to go out of your way to get beans if you do need it for, like, let's say the, what is it? The, Stone Tower. That's what I was thinking. And Neri, the last stream I commentated, someone threw a sword technique in the toilet.
Yeah, Michi can play Honey and Darling again to get another express mail.
Got our first road to Econa check. Come on. Yep. Mm-hmm. And then that's gonna lead to Zora.
Zora.
Here we go.
So if that is Vanilla Epona song, it's gonna be like you're looking pretty right here. Your prediction, at least.
Oh damn. It's still a chance, just not quite the way I predicted it.
Yeah.
Oh, Ven, we need, Pinnacle Rock added to the foolish locations. Piece of heart from Kume. Piece of heart from the bombers. Actually, with them having a bottle and Road to Econ still being Wave the Hero, Zoramask could be on Shiro since Lens of Truth is in Termina Field.
Yeah, it could be. Well, I mean, he has skipped it, but...
Lens was the 20 rupee chest in the grass patch in Termina Field.
Oh, whoops. Yeah, sorry, that was entirely my fault on the muting thing. I had push to talk on the same button that I had toggle mute on.
Nice.
Yeah, I was wondering what was going on there. Whoops. Yeah, I had that set up for Among Us, and I guess I never took that off.
Alright, what does the bank have? Ooh, 20 rupees. It's better than 5 in vanilla, I suppose, and a wallet.
Yeah. Yeah, we got Mel just straight up rushing progression here, which is something you really like to see.
Ooh, Great Fairy Sword. Alright, that makes
that's
combat
gonna help
much better.
Yeah, that's gonna be the best combat item that they end up finding.
GFS is on Bean Daddy.
Uh-oh, Romani mask. On the stump.
So far we don't know who's winning. It's way too early to tell.
Yeah, they've sort of diverged quite a bit. Michi went straight for a way of the hero location and found his Goron mask, which is definitely going to help him move around a little bit faster. But Melrose has been the first to rush towards a song, which is usually progression. And in this case, this is a song nobody's ever going to skip, so...
Yeah, Michi may be a bit ahead because he has significantly faster movement right now. Having that early on helps a lot. Fisherman game is dead. We're on Lullaby.
Oh yeah, Michi doesn't have his bottle yet, so he's actually not going to be able to full clear this location and might end up coming back here later. I know, like, Michi's typically a very, like, thorough player. He likes to full clear all of his areas when he goes to them. So this might be somewhere where he loses time just coming back to.
Goron Mask was the hookshot chest on Road to Icona.
Yeah, which is Way of the Hero. I can't imagine Melrose is going to put that off for too long. It'll probably be something that he does on, like, Night 3 or something. Oh yeah, and Michi gets to take the fast route here through the swamp because of the Goron mask.
Alright, piece of heart chest becomes a bomb bag that I couldn't read the text.
No, that was a Giant's wallet, actually.
Was it? No, it's the biggest bomb bag. Yeah, it's Giant's wallet, okay. Lord.
I'd say it's not very often that you attract both of the the dragonflies there.
Yeah, their aggro range is extremely weird though.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Probably the most annoying enemy in the game. Makes the game lag, and it's very unpredictable when you're gonna make them mad.
The lag is horrible. The lag is definitely the worst thing about them.
Ooh, a map of Woodfall.
Alright, so it looks like Melrose is going to pick up his reward from the witch here. He's definitely going to double time here in the swamp just because there's no cutscene for it, so it is fastest to do it here. And then I would imagine he's going to go to the ranch and check out some hints and stuff. I'm actually opting to double time straight to nighttime. So this is going to get him to the curiosity shop faster. It looks like he is going to miss out on the first cycle ranch here, which is fine because he will find his Goron mask in just a few minutes. So this actually works out really nicely for him.
Mm-hmm.
And we are going to see the first owl save. So what we've done, MMR is a game where typically you will spend like upwards of an hour or more than an hour in a single cycle. And if your game were to crash, then you would lose everything. Like you would lose all your progress of that cycle. So what we've done is we've made it so that for every owl save that you do will take 24 seconds off of your final time. In this case, like the intention is definitely if he doesn't find anything on this check, he's going to scum, which is actually going to take away that 24 seconds again because the save would have been something that he would have done regardless of the rule. But if he does find an item here, he does get to keep that 24 seconds. And it's the couple's mask. I wonder if he's going to keep that. Looks like he is opting to keep it.
And it is East Clocktown, so it's still a way of the hero check.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, East Clocktown leading to East Clocktown. And actually leading to East Clocktown because the express mail in the first place was found in East Clocktown.
East Clocktown's just loaded. Yeah, he did take a moment to think about it.
Did he check the curiosity shop? I totally missed it.
He did not.
That's a little odd considering he just got the Giant's wallet. Oh, okay, so he's just rushing this mask check, and then I guess he's gonna go back to his other file. But if he finds an item here, it's gonna make things extremely awkward.
Alright, what has the mayor given us? Vanilla.
A piece of heart, nice.
That
Okay, so
immediate
that
reset is great.
That works out beautifully for him. So since he's resetting to his save that he made, he's actually going to lose that 24 seconds that he gained earlier.
That was definitely a good play because, honestly, what happens is, let's say he did keep that would be a huge time loss because then there's still that other check. You have to go back at the express mail, wait for the time where you can actually give it to Madame Aroma, and potentially ruin routing later. Michi picking up his bottle. Come on, Shiro.
Yeah, so he owl saved again just while he was in the menu there, so he will actually save that time back yet again. So Yeah, good for him. Good thinking. Although I'm not sure, like, I guess doing it on third night is probably the best time to do it. Oh yeah, sorry, that one doesn't count yet because you need to reach the main menu through the owl menu. Yeah, sorry. So that one is not supposed to count, no. I was mistaken. Melrose just gonna shoot some kids here. Just killing time until the curiosity shop opens. And waiting for the mailman to make it over to the milk bar. Still hasn't picked up that Goron mask. That is definitely something you should be looking to do pretty soon.
I've seen a lot of runners that tend to put off Road to Icona even if they have things, because generally they're not going to expect it to turn into more checks. It's only one.
Right, yeah. The couple's mask, he actually checked real quick, and it was just a piece of heart, so it's not important in this seed.
Bum shoes.
We got more beans. Oh no, those are the same beans, sorry.
Alright, postman.
And a piece of heart. So Honey and Darling not required this seed. Looks like he will be picking up his Goron mask now, which is definitely going to help him out next cycle with the immediate ranch song check.
Yeah, FaZe, there's a lot of bait, but that just means that it's encouraging players to go for Dompe for their first bow. That's the way I see it. Keg is on Deku Playground, which you're about to see Michi get his.
Yep. Yeah, so this is actually like really good, like a really close race from both players. Looks like Melrose is going to be out of first cycle first, but they're definitely just overlapping a lot in terms of their checks. I think in this case, Melrose beating Michi to that song check is going to help him a ton, though.
It is very strange, though, how, generally speaking, Keg is a very late item found in most of the randomizer races.
Typically, yeah.
Oh, yeah, chess minigames in Logic now, too. Mel picking up Lens of Truth. This is the worst minigame in all of the Legend of Zelda games.
Yeah, this is terrible. I really don't like this minigame. Luckily, now in our rule set, we can cheat it a little bit. But it's still just painful sometimes. It looks like Michi should have a good route here. Yeah, he's done, so that's good.
Silver Rupee, rip. Well, the bank is in logic, but it's unlikely to have something important.
Swamp title. It's not going to mean a whole lot until they have a bow, but at least we know it's there.
Alright. What is that? I cannot see.
Yeah, that's way too dark for me to see.
Chat, help us out.
Michi opting to pick up a second letter to Mama there. Sound check can be the Way of the Hero check in East Clocktown, yeah. We did already find a Deku Mask over there, so like as far as we're concerned, the Way of the Hero hint has been resolved, but there could still be more stuff over there, and it is pretty typical that like more than one thing shows up in a Way of the Hero location. And typically, if you're looking for places to clear, those Way of the Hero locations are the first ones that you go back to.
Yeah, because before Butler Race was hinted by itself, Butler Race was considered as part of Way of the Hero for Deku Palace, and several times there were one of the times I was commentating, there was an instance of it was also considered Way of the Hero, but it was a last location for magic. The other Way of the Hero was Goron Mask. You still can't tell what it was.
Well, hopefully we'll see it on Michi's side. He's playing on emulator, so we should get a better look at it. VC is a little dark, so it's kind of hard to tell sometimes.
Road to Southern Swamp is foolish, so Swamp Archery is dead.
Also, like, personally, I just want to add that I'm not really a huge fan of this play by Michi. You have the Goron Mask, you have the keg, you may as well do this on next cycle. Like, it doesn't really make sense to do it here. It's a guaranteed double dip, and that's not really what you want. Yeah, also, Fisherman Game being hinted dead there.
Yep, there's our second laundry pool. Foolish.
It was a bomb bag in the Curiosity Shop, okay.
50 rupee chest, silver rupee chest. You're gonna gamble on dogs? Nope. I don't think anyone's picked up Bremen Mask, so I'm not sure what he's doing in here. The hint. Boat archery. Here's our second East Clocktown. These hints they've been helpful and not helpful all at the same time. So we have all of our Way of the Hero and all of our Foolish checks.
I actually didn't know that the bubble would break the keg there.
Yeah, I didn't either. I just kind of sat there and stared in amazement. Michi doing a save scum.
So I'm pretty sure in this seed, both the bean behind the room key in Road to Southern Swamp and the bean that you buy from the salesman came into logic at the same time, and they weren't locked by each other. So that means that no bean checks are going to be required in this seed. So Stone Tower, I believe, is automatically dead based off that, as well as the Coast Ledge should be dead based off that. That's kind of a cool little tidbit.
Definitely neat. I didn't know that myself.
Yeah, Ven, Road to Southern Swamp is foolish.
Yeah, that was our last foolish check.
So Toxic, the bean couldn't possibly be foolish and unlock something unless the bean itself was locked by another bean, which in this case it wasn't. So that would mean that all bean lock checks are dead, effectively. Yeah, Foolish is a little different, just because otherwise we would never really get Foolish locations. Most of the masks, I think, like 19 out of the 24 masks or something lock checks just like by themselves. So it's like if a mask was in a location, it wouldn't be hinted Foolish based off the Ocarina of Time system. So this way it just works better for MMR. And we have the vanilla Epona song like you predicted.
Oh lord, here we go. Now that could mean still the Zora mask is somewhere in Great Bay though, so I'm not... The prediction I want could be still there, but it's probably not going to be.
We're also seeing an early rush on Gossips here from Michi, which is definitely something that Michi typically does.
Gossips takes a decent amount of time, so I don't blame him for doing it now.
Yeah, if you're waiting on other stuff, you may as well just get something like this out of the way now.
Alright, what do the Gossip Stones have in store?
A bow here would really spice things up a lot, I think.
A bow would make me very disappointed. You might see elemental arrows, because we still haven't seen any of those either.
No, just a piece of heart.
Mel attempting to clip.
Oh, it looks like Michi's gonna be farming rupees off of Takuri here. With the hookshot, it's not the fastest method for sure.
And with he doesn't have his gilded sword, does he? So this is kind of the only method he has, to be honest.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't be doing this early. Like, you have Goron Mask, you have Keg. You may as well... Like, I don't know, I guess he is still killing time, but... Like, this is why it's really not good to extend your first cycle, because at some point you just run out of stuff to do. And it would be, like, much better to be rushing progression here in a second cycle. Melrose picking up another land title deed here. I guess he didn't check the toilet hand last cycle. It looks like he's going to be rushing straight towards Shiro, possibly? Or this boulder. No, he should have already checked the boulder when he picked up Goron Mask. So yeah, it looks like he's just going straight up to Icona.
They still do need Captain's Hat, though. So if the bow is for Dampe is still the logical bow for them to get, they're going to need Captain's Hat and Zora Mask.
That's right, yeah.
If you don't rush Bank 3, you're throwing. I mean, I guess.
There have been a lot of seeds where it just bottlenecked the whole thing, and you end up putting it off till your last location.
Right,
so it's
sure.
definitely good to rush it sometimes. In this case, I just feel like there's so much other stuff to do. Oh, Gilded Sword, nice.
Or Gilded, yeah.
Yeah, Hookshot loves to be on Bank 3. Also, the Deku Mask or the Goron Mask love to be there. Fortunately, we have all three of those items. But, I mean, it could just be something else. Alright, Piece of Heart on the ledge, so the Ocean Title Deed is at least half dead.
So I'm guessing since Secret Shrine is Way of the Hero, it's likely to have either other elemental arrows or Mirror Shield.
Yeah, something like that. It's not very uncommon that you find like a fire arrow or ice arrow there. I've seen like probably most often transformation masks in there. And if Zora mask is in there, it's kind of a pain in the ass because you have to swim all the way there as human.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we don't have mashed bees swim faster in Majora's Mask like Ocarina of Time.
Oh,
Bank Reward
there's a
3
Bank
is
3.
RP.
Yeah, so Melrose is going to be saving a lot of time just not having to farm for that. It's pretty unfortunate for Michi. Like, that's another reason you really don't want to rush it early is because you could just get it hinted. Like, if you don't have both your sometimes hints, you probably shouldn't go for it in the first place.
Well,
Oh,
you don't
large
need a
clipper.
bow. That's disappointing. And to be fair, it's technically not in logic that he's supposed to do that, but because you're supposed to have ice arrows to be able to progress logically through this area.
Yeah, the thing is that bow or that quiver is actually logically considered to be in Great Big Coast, so that is actually in logic right now.
Oh, it is. Oh, yeah, okay.
So yeah, it's definitely like a really, really good find for Melrose. He's playing this really well right now. He can go up the mountain now, which is really nice. There's another song waiting for him up there. If that's Sonata, that's gonna push him even further through the seed. And a lot of checks up there as well, especially with his bomb bag and his lens and magic.
Heart piece has definitely been an interesting seed.
Yeah, I think at this point Melrose just goes straight up the mountain. It's definitely like the most progression up there. The most checks, you get a song. It looks like that is what he's opting to do.
And even then, you could have a progression item in Snowhead.
Yeah, exactly. Ocean Spider House, I would say it's not exactly worth it in order to get the Fierce Deity Link mask. No, like if you have Great Fairy Sword, it doesn't really speed things up that much. Basically, like Fierce Deity Link mask on any of the always hinted locations will pretty much never be worth it. Unless you like really have a lot of trouble with bosses.
Yeah, the only boss I can really see it like saving a good amount of time is on Georg, and even then that's not really worth it.
Yeah, Melrose is definitely somebody who can do any of the fights without it. Michi is definitely a very practiced runner as well, so I can't imagine him having any troubles without Fierce Deity Link.
Oh, Bo is on Gorman Brothers too. Interesting.
Okay, so that's pretty big for Michi. He doesn't have to go and find his one from the coast, although that's probably where he's headed right now. But yeah, that's a pretty good find. It's also good for Melrose that bow is just there and he found a different one, because Melrose has been known to put off Gorman Race. I know like he kind of got called out for it a lot in his first brackets match.
They're both kind of on even footing now. The only difference really is that Michi doesn't have Lullaby.
I think he does. It was in Deku Palace, so he has been there.
Oh yeah, that's right. Picking up fish, lab fish check, and recovery heart.
Yeah, biggest thing right now would be that like Michi's just going to the coast and Melrose is going to the mountain. And Melrose has already hit the owl in Icona, which is a pretty big deal. Like that's a lot of time that he doesn't have to spend later on. But yeah, like Melrose is gonna get some guaranteed progression from the mountain, whereas Michi might find like a Zora mask here or something. But there's definitely like quite a few checks he can do in Cape. Yeah, Mel is, he did grab the Swamp Title Deed from the Day 3 chest in South Clocktown, so he's set to full clear the whole mountain, grabbing a keg also on the way, so he has the opportunity, like if the opportunity comes up with fire arrows, then he will be able to do the keg challenge.
Gibdo mask.
Ooh, that's a nice find. They already have Garos, so I guess it's not actually a nice find. That's actually something you really don't want to see.
Yeah, it's just a wasted check at that point. Granted, Zora mask has to be somewhere nearby in either of the locations they're in, because I would say normally rush Pirate's Fortress, but obviously they can't do that without Zora mask.
Yeah, I think this next song that they get is probably going to be like a pretty big deal. I could definitely see Sonata being up here in Goron Village. Unless there's just a fire arrow sitting somewhere close by. Or a Zora mask, like you said.
It's interesting to see Melrose going straight up the mountain, though. They might just be getting the owl statue. Recovery heart. Imagine vanilla Zora mask.
Ooh, that would be pretty spicy. Yeah, like Jess said, if you're doing this now, you're probably never gonna walk back to Mountain Village.
Recovery heart. It's all the recovery hearts at this point.
Yeah, I don't know. They're just everywhere. We are getting another owl save from Melrose. Because he scummed the earlier one, this is actually going to be his first one. Did he delete the wrong... Oh no, okay, good. That's kind of scared he deleted the wrong file there. Not necessarily. Both of the quivers actually came into like logical consideration at exactly the same time. So neither of them is foolish, and also neither of them is Way of the Hero.
Yeah, which means, let's see, what are Way of the Heroes again? Let me check. We have East Clocktown, Rotekana, and Cedar Shrine. So we've seen all the Rotekana checks, which is Goron. We haven't... Have we seen all the... No, we have not seen all the East Clocktown yet. And there's still Cedar Shrine. So we may see Zora Mask or one of the progression items, like Elemental Arrows, on Clocktown Archery or Cedar Shrine.
This could actually be like a cool little situation where on all three of the Way of the Hero locations, like each of them has a transformation mask, which I think would be like kind of neat.
That would be pretty cool.
That looks like Mask of Sense? I'm not exactly sure. Might have been like a mirror shield or something.
Giant's Mask.
Oh, it was
Oh, there's
Brandon.
Light Arrow. Light Arrow is on 20 rupee chest up to beavers.
Okay, cool.
Well, you can check what's called now. Cedar Shrine.
Yeah, so I guess we'll have our answer soon enough as to what's up there in Secret Shrine. It looks like Michi might be headed straight there. Or maybe not.
And there's
Zora
Zora
Mask.
Mask in in Lens Cave.
I gotta say, I was talking to somebody earlier who was saying that Deku Mask loves to be in that chest, and I was saying no, it's Zora Mask. Like Zora Mask is
Ice
always
arrows.
there. And Ice Arrows. Wow, this is a huge Lens Cave. If he gets New in Bossa Nova here, this could be massive for him. That would definitely push him just straight towards Great Bay Temple and finding his light arrows. Oh, Melrose. Come on.
Melrose. There we go.
Michi turning in his couple's mask here, so he's gonna get his piece of heart. We do have Oath on Baby Goron. So that's definitely one of the songs you want to find earlier on. Having a go mode Oath is always the worst feeling.
Yeah.
The secret shrine at this point has to be either fire arrows, Captain's hat, or mirror shield.
And it could potentially even be all three. Or at least have two.
Yeah, it could be all three. Yeah, Mel just got Oath. We could do bets, although like only 3 people would be able to get in a bet, so it's not really like something that needs to be done. Yeah, Melrose actually not getting spikes on his first trip up the ramp, so he's actually going to be just guessing at where the rock sirloin is at this point. And Michi's doing his town archery right now, which I don't think we've seen. I don't think we've seen either archery game.
We have not seen either archery game, but the swamp archery is on a foolish location, so this is Way of the Heroes, so this technically could be one of the things that we're missing too. Oh no, is he gonna get it on the last one? Heart container on town archery.
Alright, 50-50. Oh, it's the last one. Yeah, the Hungry Goron's typically, like, it's not really a bad check. It's just, in this case, it's pretty rough. And yeah, you can see he's pretty frustrated. And it looks like we are going to see Secret Shrine from Michi here in just a couple minutes.
Alright, which of the 5 do you think it'll be? I'm curious to know.
Personally, I think it's going to be fire arrows.
Alright, I'm thinking it's probably going to be mirror shield. Maybe light arrows too, but I'm guessing we're probably going to see I'm going to say Wart and the Dynalphos.
I'm going to go Garo Master. So the light arrows are in Zora Cape on the cliffs on the way to Beavers in the 20 rupee chest.
Yes.
Alright, Hungry Goron, what do you got?
Bottle
A red potion bottle. That might be worth the time investment.
Alright, what about the Dompe Grotto? No, not Dompe Grotto, but Graveyard Grotto. Heart container. Oh, Michi's found 2 out of the 4 heart containers in the game.
Alright, it looks like Melrose is just going to do his Gorman race and then just go straight to the coast from here. So he will be picking up his largest quiver, and hopefully it won't be too long until he gets his Zora mask as well. So Michi getting trolled a little bit by the Octoroks.
Honestly, at that point, I would have just taken the slight time loss from getting trolled by the Octoroks and just swam to Secret Shrine. So at the very
that's
least,
definitely something you could do.
it's a way of the hero, so you know your time won't be wasted.
He's so close. You can see a pixel there. Okay, he's got it now. Oh, no.
Rip.
Okay, he got it, I thought that killed his shot for a second. That would have been very unfortunate.
Alright, here he goes. Michi, you need light arrows.
Yeah, typically it's better to just equip the bow than any elemental arrow, and then just swap using the quick swap.
I always forget that the quick swap exists.
Yeah, for the longest time I couldn't get a hang of it.
You get recovery heart or piece of heart. What's that piece of heart? Right, here we go. We need fire arrows, captain's hat, and I think that's and mirror shield potentially. ₹20 Zora chest became 50 rupees.
Yeah, Michi's gonna be making quick work of this place with his Great Fairy Sword.
There's fire arrows.
Fire arrows. Okay.
I was right on Dinalphos. Yeah, please give me more. Honestly, they're fairly neck and neck right now unless Mel for some reason skips the cliffside chest to beavers.
Yeah, I don't think I can see him doing that, but it's definitely possible that he dips into Pirate's Fortress first, which in this case would definitely be bad. And I feel bad because it seems like with Mel, every time he skips Pirate's Fortress or puts it off, it's something that you should have done early. And then every time he does it early, it's just something that you should have put off. So I'm really hoping that he just goes to Cape here.
₹20 from Wizrobe. Mel about to pick up their unnecessary Gibdo mask.
Well, maybe necessary. I mean, something could be in the well.
No, please no. Well, yeah, we haven't seen a single well hint yet.
Yeah, and we're not going to, so it's definitely something that could come up.
Please be mirror shield on more. Yeah, vanilla mirror shield would be awful. And unfortunately, they have light arrows, so you can just do it backwards, though. So
Yeah, exactly. Melrose is opting to go towards Pirate's Fortress here first with his 2 bottles. This might be a point where like he loses a bit of time.
what is that? Looks like
Mask of Truth?
I think Butler brings red rupee. Butler always brings a red rupee, I swear. No, he's going to check pirates.
Okay, I mean, this still could be something that they have to do, so it's not guaranteed that he's losing time here, although Michi definitely has the upper hand here, finding those fire arrows. He's going to be able to complete the Snowhead Temple, which is like guaranteed progression at this point.
Yeah.
And also, like, they're gonna push him up towards the mountain, which means he's gonna find his Zora mask in basically no time at all.
Yeah, we could still potentially see Vanilla Nue Bossa Nova.
Yeah, it's definitely possible.
Mirror shield on Light Arrow's chest, that would be awful. Circus leader's mask, yay. Here's something about vanilla game I've never known. What determines whether or not you get the bank fee? Because I feel like it's always random.
I actually don't know. I believe it's after, like, if you withdraw a certain amount, then you get the bank fee, but I'm actually not exactly sure.
Bank fee is time-based. Okay.
Oh, nighttime gets fee. Okay, that's interesting. That's definitely good to know, because I never knew that. Oh, he tells you. I mean, I'm like mashing through text.
Yeah, no, we don't have time to read the text. We have a moon that's gonna crash into the world. Oh no, Michi never read the hint saying that Bank 3 is dead.
Oh yeah, he's still farming. Which is odd, because I know he had like a lot of rupees in the bank, and then he put 500 more in, but now he's farming another 500, so he's gonna have like a ton of rupees in there. I'm not exactly sure why.
I did not see what was in the cage, so I can't answer that question, but we'll find out in a few seconds.
Pick the box. Okay, so we know that's half dead. Seahorses won't be required. Or was it Seahorse? No, that was Fisherman. I believe that wasn't required. But oh yeah, Pinnacle Rock is dead, so Seahorses are not required also. Yeah. So it could be Tingle Photo. That's the only thing that's gonna lock this seed.
Zero rupees. Michi. That's what they call interest. Alright. 20 rupees.
Yeah, I think at this point, if you're checking the tank chest first, you're probably hoping that you're gonna find a bottle. It's like he's opting to use the
There's
stun.
that hint for the Bank Reward 3 that Michi was missing.
Yeah, it's really bad timing finding that.
I feel like the chest Mel's going to check always has something like useless in it. Alright, what's this chest got? Piece of hurt.
Okay, so he's not gonna find another bottle, at least before leaving.
Michi having some slight movement issues.
Oh, that is a bottle, but not one that you want right now.
Does open up a check on Snowhead. I don't know, I feel like the B room hardly ever has anything. I've seen it have, like, vanilla hookshot before, but...
Yeah, I've seen it have magic that eventually led to a hookshot, which was kind of a pain. Oh, there's
no
a bottle. Nice.
Oh, Michi picking up his...
Zora mask, yeah. And his ice arrows, of course.
Alright, Michi will probably start tackling temples and getting songs at this point. Gotta say, for as slow as the seed started to go, it just kind of ramped up all of a sudden.
Yeah, like everything just came together all at once, and like now we're potentially one item from go mode. Yeah, we should see the egg check and the oath check at like pretty similar times. So we'll know like at that point whether we're one item from go mode or two from go mode. We don't necessarily need captains. At this point, it's possible that we only need one of either Captain's Hat or Mirror Shield. But if they find Song of Storms, then we will need both of them.
Mm-hmm. So one of the song checks is still bait currently, but there's actually a fairly good chance that storms might not be bait.
Yeah, if Eggs has storms, it's definitely really bad news for Melrose here. Especially checking this the slow way, like opting to do this for he's gonna get his water, he's gonna check both the Spring Grotto and both of the Smithy checks. And I guess he's gonna heal Darmani while he's up here, so he might find a song item here, but Michi is gonna be able to do all of this much quicker when he goes to Springtime. And Michi actually already has paid for one of the Smithy checks.
Alright, Darmani, what are you going to turn into? What do we have? Piece of heart. See, something that happens fairly often though is we do get we get the boss's heart piece generally ends up dropping into something important, so we'll probably see that Goat has something we need to progress.
Yeah, it's definitely possible.
Mel.
Alright, so although Mel voided there, he's opting to do the riskier route here. Which isn't necessarily super risky, like he's definitely gonna make this. But it is a little bit scarier than before he had voided.
Oh no.
No, Michi.
Michi ever check the grotto with the hot water?
He should have, yeah. So far Mel has missed light arrows in Zora Cape, which led to the fire arrows as well. But he's pushing eggs, which may be required at this point, so it's not like something. It's not a situation where he's guaranteed to be losing time at this point. Like he still could be doing progression. We just don't know at this point.
There's Razor.
Ah, Razor, nice.
Not useful, but
Yeah, Michi's definitely ahead at this point. If eggs are required, then it kind of swings back towards Melrose. I wouldn't say Melrose is ahead at that point by any means, but it's at least not as bad for Melrose if eggs are required. But a lot of this is just going to come down to where the Captain's Hat and the Mirror Shield are, whether, like, whichever one's required or if both are required. Mel's just really opting to get this out of the way. He knows he's not going to find his light arrows in Pirate's Fortress at this point because it's fully cleared. He knows he's not going to find them in Pinnacle Rock, so it's not going to be something that he finds on his way doing eggs. Oh, nice small magic there.
yeah, that's great.
So he is just opting to do like a bunch of checks while like kind of putting off eggs. It's definitely possible that he just goes straight to coast at this point, but I would probably finish up eggs if I were in his position.
Yeah.
Because whatever song is here, like from his perspective, could lead to light arrows. The light arrows are in Zora Cape on the 20 rupee chest leading up to the beavers.
Honestly, this is good lord, that was quite the starter. Honestly, if this is Sonata, that could be where he ends up going next.
Yeah, Zana, normally that is the case. He'll be able to pick up all 4 of his eggs in one trip now, which is pretty nice. Unfortunately, like, he still has to do the double dip into Pirate's Fortress, but yeah, like, it's something that he can just knock out all at once now. He's already been there once, and there's an egg still in there, so he has to dip in there again.
Nice quick kill on Wizrobe. Yeah, there's 4 in Pirate's Fortress and 3 in Pinnacle Rock. You need 1 for each note of the song.
Yeah, if they were backwards, this would definitely work a lot better for Melrose, or like he'd be in a lot better position. I don't think he's in a bad position here necessarily, though. It's just like he's kind of just following further and further behind Michi. Really depends on this song, though. And chances are this song is required at this point, with 1 junk song already found.
Yeah, just seahorses, unfortunately.
Yeah, and the other 2 chests there, of course, but...
Oh, yeah. It's really easy to forget about the chest because And those are on the way to eggs. So generally speaking, when you go there, you're like, I really don't want to do seahorses.
Yeah, exactly.
Fire arrows were in Secret Shrine, and light arrows were on the way up to Beavers. So light arrows led to fire arrows.
Yeah, the shrine is hinted also, so as soon as Mel finds the light arrows, he's just gonna go straight to fire arrows. But man, like, he's really hoping at this point that these eggs are required. Like, this is gonna make or break this seed, basically. Unless something really dumb happens with the mirror shield and Captain's hat. Oh, Michi getting a nice grab there.
Yeah, I remember last week's stream I did commentary on someone did a ledge grab rather than going for the jump slash. Which had me very concerned because I thought they missed it.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, the ledge grab is actually easier to get, but it's a little bit slower. And you have to have, like, the right angle for it.
Yeah, it's kind of precise because unlike with the jump slash, which gives you a little distance after, you have to kind of have angle where you're not going to hit the roofing, but you're not far enough away to obviously ledge grab it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's correct. Alright, moment of truth for both of these song checks here. So if Michi's is garbage, it's pretty much going to push him towards eggs immediately. And if Melrose's is garbage, then it pretty much decides the outcome of the race, I would say. Like, not exactly, but I would say it's pretty over at that point, unless Pamela's required.
Required Pamela is such an awful seed.
Yeah, and if both of these are required, then it's definitely the best case scenario for both runners. So we do have Sonata on Oath, so that's really good for Michi. We really want to see like a blue or yellow note here for Melrose, and not a gray note.
Storms. This is not looking good.
Oh, you can actually land on those lily pads in spring. I didn't know that.
Yeah, they have collision for some. I think it's because the frogs have collision, since you can like push the frogs kind of.
Oh yeah, yeah, you can push them into like the water and stuff in the swamp. Okay, Melrose is saved.
Vanilla wave.
Okay, so we still got a race here. Yeah, that's a huge sigh of relief for Melrose.
Yeah, it's still pretty far from over, but there's a good chance we'll find them in the temples. Of course, we could also find one of them in this grotto. I swear this grotto up to Dramani's grave always has something.
Yeah, even if it's foolish, like there's always a bottle here. Like earlier in the seed, earlier today, I found a bottle here and it was foolish. And, oh,
Nope, it's vanilla.
There's still 2 more spring checks, so Michi still has the opportunity to find something here. But I think we'll probably see him just go straight into Woodfall Temple, no matter what he finds here.
Did we ever see Goron Race hinted?
We did not. No, we have Fisherman and Bank Harpies as our sometimes hints this seed. Yeah, I'm not sure if Michi would be willing to do Goron Race. It is kind of time consuming and it's pretty easy to fail, which is obviously really bad as you would consume more time.
Thanks ZeldaSpeedRuns 2 for rating with a party of 63.
Welcome. We've got quite a race here. Both these runners have been heading off in pretty different directions. Both of them mostly following progression though. So this has been... It's pretty tight. Like, things look pretty different in terms of like both the trackers. But I would say these runners are pretty even. Michi probably has an advantage here, but it's pretty even. And we are seeing the Goron race, so
yeah. If Goron race
pretty cool.
is a necessary progression item, then we could see Michi have an advantage over Melrose.
Yeah, definitely. This is one of the checks that people definitely opt to skip. But like I said earlier, Michi's a very thorough player, and he's been known to full clear locations if he has the opportunity to. Melrose is working towards his light arrows here. He is going to find them pretty much right away and just goes straight to Secret Shrine and grab his fire arrows. So he will be caught up in that regard. He will have to do another dungeon in order to catch up with what Michi's done, but he will be pretty well caught up at that point.
Feel that rubber banding.
Yeah. Alright, first try Goron race. That's pretty good for Michi. If you're investing this time, it's definitely not something you want to fail, but it looks like it's just a piece of heart, so it's not going to offer him that advantage this time around.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but it's definitely a check that's not terrible to get out of the way since you have everything there.
Yeah, and it's like one of those ones that can just like swing a race big time. So Epic in the chat. He will be racing actually in a couple hours here on ZSR. I'm not sure if it's going to be on this channel or one of the other ZSR channels, but he will be part of one of our races later on. He's actually going to be racing myself, which is a little terrifying. I'm honestly really scared of this matchup, but it should be a good race to watch. So definitely tune in later if you're looking to watch more MMR. And we actually do have a triple feature today. Later on in the day, exactly 4 hours after that race starts, we have another race between What the Hell's Happened and Epic Yoshi.
Yep, I will be commentating that one as well, so you see me twice today.
Okay, that's definitely Mask of Sense up there.
Yeah.
We got Deku Soldier in the chat. Melrose actually skipped cape checks, so he didn't get his light arrows. He's just opting to go straight into Great Bay Temple here.
Oh no, I had a feeling this is gonna happen.
At least this is guaranteed progression, and we're not finding these song items anywhere on Michi's side so far. So it's definitely possible that like both players end up full clearing this. But this is like a little bit of a rough patch for Melrose right now.
He might do wart just because the opponent is Michi. I mean, at this point when you're looking for 2 elemental arrows and you're almost 2 hours in, it doesn't hurt to just check things anyways.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, like I said, like against a thorough player like Michi. Oh, okay, there's Captain's Hat on the Ocean Title Deed check. So that's pretty big for Michi. That could be Go mode potentially.
We've seen a lot of vanilla songs though, so it could even just be vanilla storms.
So the deed, I believe, must have been in Snowhead Temple or Spring. Yeah, Spring, I believe
It was
Twin
Spring
Island.
Waterfall chest.
Oh, Waterfall, yeah, okay.
Oh, we're seeing movement from Mel.
Yeah, Melrose definitely has the schmoobs in Great Bay Temple. Getting the water wheel first try is really nice. Alright, so if this is Elegy in here, then we'll be in no mode as far as restream is concerned. And Michi will be in no mode, but he won't know that he's in no mode, if that makes sense.
Kind of, yeah.
Like, it'll probably push him towards eggs because there's that chance that he's in go mode. So one thing you can actually do here, I believe Michi does have the stone mask. You can just use that to get these torches lit with the fire arrows. He is still potentially looking for mirror shield though, so killing these bats is not really a bad idea. And he actually made really quick work of them there, so good for him.
Yeah, the combination of bombs and quick spins is extremely effective on the group of bats. He finds an empty bottle, so he's up to 4 now. It should make Pirate's Fortress and Pinnacle Rock fairly easy.
Yeah, like Pirate's Fortress already would have been a one trip because there is the milk bottle in there, but now he knows for sure that if he goes there, he can do it in one trip, and that may push him towards eggs sooner rather than later. So yeah, this song check is going to be huge. And it's Vanilla Storm.
Yep, there's
Okay,
so many
so-
Vanilla Storm songs.
So this has become a Mirror Shield hunt. So we could probably actually open up a bet at this point as to where the Mirror Shield is.
Let's see, so technically Song of Healing was vanilla because that was our free song. Epona's song is vanilla. New Age Bossa Nova is vanilla. Song of Storms is vanilla.
Wow, yeah, Elegy's gonna be vanilla. That's crazy. So far, this has been a really clean Great Bay Temple from Melrose also.
Yeah, he's had really good movement and execution.
Is there a restreamer here in chat who can help us out?
Then?
Alright, we are going to see Wart here from Melrose. He has great fairy sword and bombs, so shouldn't be really a big deal. It's not going to be a huge loss of time. And, I mean, Mirror Shield could just be here.
No. Melrose could potentially just find a progression item that Michi is looking for. silver rupee and a heart piece chest.
Yeah, the biggest factor right now is how long Michi, like either how long Michi puts off eggs, or whether he finds the mirror shield, like while he's doing all this stuff. All right, there's our bet. A lot of bets for the well, despite the fact that only the first bet is going to be declared the winner. It seems like people just really want the well.
And don't mind me just betting on beavers.
Yeah, beavers is a good bet at this point. And Melrose having those aura mask before he goes up there, he might actually opt to do it. Oh, we're gonna see a sound check here. This is pretty odd at this point. Like Michi has guaranteed progression at this point in Woodfall Temple. It's definitely like you should definitely be going towards that, I feel. But if this is Mirror Shield, like this is huge. That like nobody ever checks this. It's terrible.
Yes. It is one of those things where, like, I understand it's a little time consuming, but if you have all the transformation masks and it's still in a way of the hero, it's a good idea to check it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, East Clocktown Way of the Hero is a pretty big factor in considering this, I guess. Alright, let's see if Melrose is a gamer today. Let's see if he can get this strat. Oh, not quite. But he will go for the backup here. The loser of this match is out of the tournament entirely, actually. I believe the winner of this match goes against the winner of Vidya's match. So for both of these runners, this is like a final chance. This is already the lower bracket, so... And actually, no, sorry, I was mistaken. The winner of this match goes against the winner of Jess versus Ace Slayer.
Melrose having a bit of trouble with the movement and the chew jellies.
Yeah, this is actually our first scheduled lower bracket match, so whoever loses this will be the first player eliminated from the tournament as a whole. Alright, moment of truth for Michi here.
Ooh, that's some tight seam walking.
Yeah, he was having a bit of trouble with the gainer, just deciding to go for the riskier strat instead, but he made it work pretty easily, so not bad.
Beans.
And just a bean on sound check, so that's a pretty big time investment for Michi that kind of went wrong.
It's okay, it's gonna be on beavers. I've been right for most of the seed.
So I guess getting Sonata here is probably going to push Melrose towards Woodfall Temple instead of towards Cape. So it might be like even longer before he ends up getting the light arrows and the fire arrows.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Mask of Truth. Honestly, we might. Sorry. Oh, rip shield. Oh, you know, could be on Dog Race still too.
I believe bean checks are dead. Like I'm pretty sure bean checks are dead.
Oh, that's right, actually.
And I think Melrose knows that too, and that's why he opted to skip the Mask of Truth Day. Melrose is typically like really good at reading logic.
What's that? What was the piece of heart on Georg?
I didn't quite catch it. It must have been something junk, or at least not the mirror shield.
Yeah, it was. He skipped whatever it was.
Oh, okay. It might have just been a recovery heart or rupees or something. Bean checks are dead because Road to Southern Swamp is hinted foolish, and the room key is there, which led to a bean. And that bean wasn't locked behind any other beans, so all beans should be foolish.
Yeah, Pendant of Memories, okay.
Oh, okay, yeah, definitely don't need that. We're getting another owl save here from Melrose, just playing it safe. It's making a lot of progress here, so definitely don't want to lose it. Although he is in the final hours, I would say it's like not really a bad time to just play Song of Time. But he doesn't really have any more time lock checks that he's gonna find, so it's definitely not like a big deal to extend this cycle a little bit. At least as long as like it takes to complete this dungeon.
Yeah, this dungeon is pretty short, especially because they have most of the... Although he doesn't have fire arrows, that could be a little bit of a long time extension, but it shouldn't be too long.
Yeah, it's not so bad. I think really like the only thing that can burn Melrose at this point is if he opts to do the well for some reason, maybe just being scared that Michi might do the well. Unless Mirror Shield is there, just because like he has logical access to Upper Icona and like not really any access to anything else without those light arrows or the fire arrows. So like light arrows and leading into fire arrow is actually like a pretty good combination of stuff to be missing. Like there's not really a whole lot that you can check.
The double. Letter to Cafe.
Letter to Cafe, which we know is dead. Laundry Pool is hinted foolish, so it's not gonna hurt him to see that. Although normally it definitely would. Also, another thing, I don't think Melrose turned in the pictograph before doing this, so he's actually going to miss out on his chance to do it this cycle. But I don't think he's really too concerned about that, probably.
Probably not. Smooth execution on frog fight.
Yeah, Melrose is one of those guys who just like came over from Ocarina of Time and just took like learning the game super seriously. Like he learned a lot of like the really higher end strats and stuff. You can really tell like his like the caliber of his play just based off of his like Great Bay Temple specifically. Like there's a lot of strats in there that are really hard to learn that he just went and learned. Like the Goron water wheel in the first room is like one of the hardest strats in probably Rando. And yeah, he just opted to go and learn it.
Alright, will this be Mirror Shield?
This could be it.
Nope.
Nope. Arrow cycling isn't present in Ocarina of Time. I would imagine just because, like, using different arrows is not really too typical. Like, you pretty much use just normal arrows all the time because the elemental arrows don't really do, like, any more damage or anything like that. Like, fire arrows you'll use once in a while to light a torch. Light arrows you'll use against Ganondorf, and then that's pretty much it.
Yeah,
So arrow cycling like just makes a ton of sense for MMR.
I can really only see arrow cycling with regular arrows and fire arrows being needed like for some of the Master Quest dungeons that rely heavily on fire arrows.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not really educated enough on Ocarina of Time, so someone's gonna have to explain to me what exactly does I know ice arrows don't do much, but is there any purpose to ice arrows in Ocarina of Time?
No, like they're not required to beat the game by any means. They basically have like two interactions in the whole game, which is they freeze Bongo's hand, making the Bongo fight a little easier, I guess. Or you can use them to freeze Gerudo guards, which is something that you would never really experience in the vanilla game. Because you need to get into Gerudo training grounds in order to get the ice arrows.
Yeah, because I remember I did do a 100% playthrough, like casual playthrough, and I used ice arrows on Bongo's hand, and I was not able to attack the other hand. It's like the other hand had iframes or something. It was really weird.
Yeah, if you ice arrow one hand, it's better to just go straight for the eye at that point while the other hand is busy punching the hand. But yeah, like that strat is not really faster in the first place, so it's like pretty rare that somebody uses it. If they do use that strat, it's typically just to swag a little bit. And yeah, you can use ice arrows to kill Volvagia if you set up the fight the right way. You can deliver the final blow, but only if the ice arrows deal the exact amount of health that Volvagia has left. It's really weird. You can kill if it's the final hit. She does have to be stunned though, but yeah.
Alright, and that's the boss.
Yeah, this boss is super trivial. Even in vanilla, like with just the Kokiri sword, it's pretty trivial. And we're not seeing the mirror shield anywhere in Woodfall Temple.
There's another red rupee.
And this should be Michi's last egg here in Pirate's Fortress. He will have to go to Pinnacle Rock right after to get his New Wave Bossa Nova. I still think, I guess eggs make sense in this scenario just because you know it's required since you have both healing and storms. He probably could have pushed Woodfall Temple a little harder or a little earlier or something though. Princess is not going to have the mirror shield because Butler is always hinted, and it's been hinted junk this seed.
Red rupee as per usual.
So hopefully at this point we do see Melrose go towards Zora Cape and clear that out. He's probably going to be pretty worried once he finds the light arrows, but yeah, I think that's definitely the place to go at this point. Unless he's just super hard committing and he goes up towards Icona here, but I can't see him doing that.
There is no check saying that the heart piece in Ocean Spider House is dead, but Day 1 Ocean Spider House is the only thing that's been confirmed dead.
Yeah, the piece of heart could still be something. Captain's Hat did end up being useless. Yeah, so this is the hunt for the mirror shield. We actually have a bet open if anybody wanted to get any bets in still. Yeah, we are going to see some ranch stuff from Michi here. We know that the doggy race is dead, or at least I'm 90% certain the doggy race is dead. But he will be able to check the baby chickens here as well, or the lemons as we call them. Yeah, Mel just going to clear up his Zora Hall here, and then go probably clear out Cape.
Michi having a bit of problems.
Yeah, so with this woman, when you're holding the dog in your hands, you actually can't interact with stuff. So the way the game works is you'll actually automatically talk to the woman when you walk into her. So for anybody who's been in this scenario before, like throwing the dog, having a really hard time speaking to the woman, just grab the dog and just run into her. It'll just automatically talk to her. And yeah, with the Mask of Truth that Michi has, the gold race is, or the gold dog is, it's guaranteed to win.
Evan does not have the mirror shield. Here's a map of Stone Tower.
Wonderful. Yeah, so that pretty much settles all bean checks being dead.
Yeah, 100% Gold Dog is Rando exclusive. It's still a random chance, even if you have it in vanilla. It's more so to give you like, hey, this dog might actually win in vanilla.
Yeah, it just gives you like an idea of which dogs might win based off of stuff they say to you. Yeah, Blue Dog will never win in vanilla, or in Randomizer for that matter. But yeah, unless like something like that gets patched in. But there definitely have been like total control, like ace stuff where the Blue Dog was hacked to win the race. Actually, if you go and check it out on YouTube, it's super funny. I believe it's Seedborn who posted the video, and it's hilarious. I won't spoil it for anybody, but it's a really funny video.
one of the things I still want to see from Ace is, like Total Control Ace is changing the Goron model in the Goron race to the grandma in the wheelchair.
Yeah, that would be something.
There we go. Mel's got his light arrows.
He's kind of pausing for a sec, like, I could have picked that up a very long time ago. He's probably pretty worried at this point, but honestly, he's doing pretty well. Like, I would say, probably ahead of Michi at this point. It really depends where this Mirror Shield is, honestly. Like, it's all just gonna come down to Mirror Shield at this point.
Light arrows alone are not useless without LG because our way of the hero is Secret Shrine. We need light arrows to get there. Alright, what does the Chimkin give us? Piece of heart.
Alright, so this is a lot of time down the drain for Michi. It's like, this is all definitely stuff that Melrose is like could potentially do later on. But like for now, it's really stealing time away from Michi. We are gonna see another check here that Melrose could have done but hasn't done, and actually can do this cycle now. But yeah, we haven't seen this pictograph turn in.
That sweet, like, 10-second delay from emulator.
Oh, yeah. This is terrible on emulator. At least he actually gets to look at the pictures. I know, I'm not sure which emulator it is specifically. I think BizHawk. You just get a pink square.
I mean, that's just because all the pictures, if it's just pink, it's perfect.
I wonder if Mel bails after seeing these fire arrows. It doesn't look like it, but like it's definitely something I've seen other people do. And still no sign of the Mirror Shield.
It's gotta be beavers. Yes, Dylan, this is a randomizer.
Yeah, I don't think either of the players have done swamp archery, oddly enough.
Why is Michi loading himself up on beans?
Or I guess I should say it's not odd for Melrose to skip swamp archery, but it is definitely weird for Michi to skip anything. And yeah, Michi is preparing to go into the well before Woodfall Temple or finishing the eggs, which he knows are required. So it's definitely a big gamble here, if this is something that he commits to right now.
Somebody bet on the well, so here's
yeah,
hoping.
there were definitely a bunch of bets for the well. Although, like, you never have to grab beans because you have light arrows and fire arrows. You can just do the whole thing from behind, and you never need beans.
What are you up to, Michi?
Yeah, I'm not sure what he has planned here. Okay, he never
Road to
turned in
swamp
this
is
bean,
foolish.
so...
Yeah, I'm still gambling on beavers. It's gotta be.
I mean, like, the Hail Mary makes sense, but grabbing beans doesn't make sense. Just because he doesn't need them to get any checks. And it's actually faster to do them without the beans. I think you are the only one who bet that Yuso, and that would be like a super convenient bet.
Oh yeah, it could be that still. That would be a terrible check too.
Reverse well is like a million times easier than normal well. You pretty much just walk through doors and there's no requirements except bugs sometimes.
Well, Michi has 3 out of the 4 heart containers in the game now.
Nice. Okay, so Michi gonna turn in his eggs. He's gonna go finish up, grab the rest of them from Pinnacle Rock, and get his New Wave Bossa Nova. Still putting off Woodfall Temple. I feel like putting off progression is like, it's not always bad, but in this case it is really bad. Like if you're putting off progression to do all these one-off checks and stuff, I feel like it is really bad and just like a huge time sink where potentially your last go mode item could just be sitting in a dungeon somewhere. Like you don't know.
I don't remember seeing this or not, but did Michi ever check the 2 Twin Islands chests that you can't get to during winter?
Yeah, he did check those along with the Goron race. I believe like as he exited Goron race, he checked those.
Okay. Where are you going, Michi?
He's grabbing another letter to Mama. So this will be his 3rd letter to Mama that he's grabbing.
Maybe he never checks Toilet Hand?
Maybe, but he, I don't know. Like he's just grabbing everything he can at this point. Oh, he didn't do Postman Freedom. Okay, yeah. He checked the Madame Aroma, got the couples mask, and then just decided to keep it, which I don't think is like a terrible play. You don't know if it's required or not, but it's like definitely not a bad play to keep something that could potentially be required. Yeah, he's gonna turn that in to the postman. He's likely gonna do all the well stuff like while he's waiting for this, or maybe go to Pinnacle Rock and finish up his eggs while he's waiting for this. There's like so much here that he could be doing. Some things that he should be doing. But I guess we'll see what happens. Yeah, Melrose has swung into the lead by a pretty huge margin. This race still all really comes down to where the mirror shield is. But we know that Michi's not going to find it where he's looking right now. Michi has done a lot of checks that Melrose hasn't done though. And like Melrose could just end up following Michi's footsteps for a lot of this.
Yeah, because even, like, let's just say theoretically, like, it actually is Beavers, I doubt Melrose is going to first location that. It's probably going to be one of the last checks.
Yeah, probably.
This is just a piece of heart in the Bio-Baba Grotto. It's not on any of the archery things. Boat archery is dead. Town archery is a heart container, and Road to Southern Swamp is foolish, so swamp archery is also dead. That was already hinted, it's dead. Mel is 2 dungeons ahead because he was looking for light arrows for a while, and he decided to check. Since he got eggs done early, he decided to go ahead and clear Great Bay Temple, and Great Bay Temple led into, or had Sonata, or sorry, Oath was Sonata. Therefore, he immediately went to Woodfall Temple afterward.
Yeah, like Melrose has just kind of been pushing things that he knows he has to do, whereas Michi's just trying to go on a hunt for Mirror Shield and just hoping that it's in like some one-off location. And at this point, we're like really running low on locations. Like, I'm pretty sure as far as we've seen, it probably is most likely in the well. Like, it's like well, beavers. I don't really know what else, honestly. Like, we've even seen Soundcheck. It could be Iconic Castle Heart Piece. Could be Pamela. Pohut. Pretty much like everything up in Icona we haven't seen.
Yeah, it's kind of like all of the worst checks are the ones that are left. Pohut being probably the least of the worst.
So I think Melrose, he got his Ocean Title Deed, so he's gonna go turn that in right away. He's gonna grab his Captain's Hat. I'm not sure if he'll grab a blue potion at that point, just in case he has to do the well or whatever. And then after that, he's gonna go check the graveyard, full clear that. He's gonna find Song of Storms, and then I think after that he might just opt to head into the castle and hope his Mirror Shield is there. If it's not, he'll probably check the well. I think that's probably the best way to clear things at this point. And I know I'm saying that from the perspective of somebody who has seen checks on both sides, but I do feel like that is the correct play. And objectively, that would be the correct way to route things in this seed.
Nobody's even bet on the same thing as me.
The way Michi comes back into the seed is if Melrose just checks everything that Michi already checked.
Which it seems like there's like a fairly good chance that could happen.
Yeah, like it's definitely not out of the question. And then like Michi just needs to find the Mirror Shield first, basically. But at this point, he's got to go like diving into dungeons. At least he should, but he hasn't yet. So this might be like he might just keep full clearing his seed and putting off dungeons, which would actually work out for him in this case. Oh, Ocean Spider House Heart Piece is also hasn't been checked.
It just seems that's what Michi's going to check now.
Yeah.
I think someone bet on that, but I'm not sure.
Elegy is vanilla. We already know that, so there's no need to bet.
Alright, what's our Simon Says code for this, for his save file?
That's a nice little grind he did on the rail there. Maybe he's been playing some Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 remastered.
Let's see. Blue, red. What? Blue, red, green.
Blue, red, green, red.
Red. No.
He's getting confused.
Blue, red, green, red, green. I feel like yellow almost never gets used in the sequences.
Oh, nice, he got it. He has 1 arrow left for the Skulltula.
What do we got? 20 rupees.
Not it.
Alright, so like the least worst of all the checks was not the mirror shield.
Yeah, unfortunately. Like, Icana's looking pretty juicy at this point. There's a ton of checks up there.
It's okay, the beavers have been holding out.
If I were in Michi's shoes, I would be, like, rushing the hell out of dungeons right now, though. Like, you can't push or put dungeons off for this long. In, like, a normal scenario. It's like, it's working out for him here because Mirror Shield's in such a crappy spot. But, like, you really shouldn't do this, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's definitely not the best move.
So Melrose is gonna... Oh, he's actually not turning in his Ocean Deed.
Ocean Deed was Captain's Hat, correct?
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, I guess he is gonna turn it in right after Poe Hut. This is another check that we haven't seen yet.
Yep. This is like the next most or better one to do. Dang, missed the double.
Yeah, that would have been pretty cool.
What are you doing, Mel? That doesn't work.
It's best to, like, charge the spin slash there because you get a good camera angle to see all 4 Poes. Alright, not there.
It's gotta be beavers. I'm telling you.
We haven't seen torches either in Zora Hall.
Oh yeah, I considered that, but this is Mirror Shield. This is gonna be disappointing for everyone.
Yeah, I think so.
Michi, what are you? I thought you were about to. Oh, he was out of arrows. That's right.
Okay, so he is picking up a blue potion. This is really good forward thinking from Mel.
Nope.
No, not there. Okay.
Come on, beavers.
I'm like getting so anxious every time they check something. I really like it's gonna suck to see either of these players lose. It's just like a really bad gut feeling every time either of them check something.
Yeah, he hasn't checked Evan yet. I forgot. No, Mel drank the the milk. Alright, we're gonna see 2 reverse wells.
Oh, nice. It looks like we're actually getting a well play.
Guess you could say it was well played. He might even be checking Pamela too.
Might be, yeah. It looks like it. He's at least setting up for it. Yeah, I don't feel like Melrose is going to be too far behind him, especially since he already purchased the blue potion. Like, he's definitely got the well in mind right now. So if the Mirror Shield ends up being in there and Michi gets it first here, I don't think Melrose is going to be super far behind even in that case, just because of how much progression he's already covered.
Alright, what do we got? What was plaguing Pamela's father? $20.
$20. All right. The well is looking more and more likely.
Thank you for your subscription, the big green dinosaur. He's been looking for those $20 for so long.
And that's it. I'm pretty sure that's the Mirror Shield, isn't it?
I
Did
didn't.
Michi not see it correctly? Or am I not seeing it correctly? I was pretty sure that was the Mirror Shield. But it might have been a Silver Rupee. Oh, maybe All Knights? I'm not sure.
Oh, this could just be very disappointing, depending on what it is. Alright, Vanilla Mirror Shield? Question mark? Nope, 5 rupees. Everyone's gonna last location beavers, I'm disappointed.
And Melrose is grabbing his bugs. He's setting it up.
I love that strat so much that Mel did.
Yeah, it's such a nice strat. Oh, getting grabbed by the Wallmaster in the well.
Fortunately, it doesn't take him to the beginning of the well, it just takes him back to his last loading point. Everyone's just finding $20 everywhere.
Alright, let's see where Mel soars now. Okay, he is going to Icona, so he will be probably full clearing everything up here and following in Michi's footsteps. So if he does find the Mirror Shield up here, it's definitely Mel's game.
Yeah. Alright, what does $50 turn into? Piece of heart.
Oh, Pizza Hut, we're getting low on checks here.
Come on, beavers.
Yeah, this has to be All Night Mask because it's just so dark. It looks like Melrose is gonna go pick it up. Yeah, that's another 2 checks that they can do.
Stockpot in its own check, or is that technically East Clocktown?
That's its own location.
Okay.
Yeah, Stockpot Inn is separated. Otherwise, East Clocktown would be huge. Okay, this is our final well check, and I think our final check of Icona as a whole.
Yep. We got Mirror
Hey,
Shield.
there it is. That is, that's Riley's chest right there. So I'm not sure who bet left side well, but I definitely did see a bet for it. Oh, we actually had Broat bet for it. Very nice. Congrats, Broat. Yeah, that's gonna put Michi into go mode, guaranteed go mode. Then I believe there was a check specifically for left side well. Yeah, there you go, bro. Yeah, they need Elegy, but Elegy is just behind Mirror Shield, so once Mel has the Mirror Shield here, he's going to be in go mode as well, and he pretty much just has to do one dungeon. The shield was in the left side well. Unfortunately, you don't win anything, but I guess you get bragging rights, which is kind of nice. You can rub it in everybody's face. Yeah, don't rub Zana's face.
Yeah, this is probably Mel's game now.
Yeah, it pretty much has to be at this point. There's no way he skips left side well. He already has the blue potion in his inventory. Like, he has to check this.
Michi also might have to reset the cycle potentially.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna be able to clear 3 dungeons this cycle. There's like absolutely no way. So, I'm not sure where he's going exactly.
Yeah, that's a smart play. Getting Woodfall out of the way since he still has time.
Yeah, may as well. Personally, I think it might have been better to just leave it for another cycle. Like if you try to force as much into your last cycle as possible, then you have to play Song of Double Time less, potentially.
Yeah, that's true.
So it might have been best to just push this to the next cycle, since he knows there's going to be a next cycle regardless. But I mean, he's not losing much time by doing this anyway, so it's not a big deal. Melrose officially in go mode. Gonna go grab his last song and clear his last dungeon. And that should be GG for Mel, barring anything like catastrophic. Nothing's really gonna stop him at this point. Not really a whole lot to say at this point.
I mean, really.
Like the game's pretty much over. Mel's just gonna light this curtain here, and he's going to kill these skeletons.
See if Mel goes for Deku strats.
I think like even though it came down to Mirror Shield in the end, and just whoever finds it first wins. I think like a big takeaway from this race is just like rush progression if you have it. Like if you have 2 dungeons open that you can full clear and you're like missing 1 item, it's probably best to just go and do the dungeons. There's a lot that Michi checked that Mel didn't. Like he full cleared the ranch. He did sound check. Just like kind of spent a lot of time doing a lot of these out of the way one-off checks. And yeah, Mel found the ocean title deed, bought his blue potion while he was turning it in, and then pretty much just decided to rush the well because it was convenient at that point. Like he already had fire, light arrows, and a blue potion, so you may as well just hop right in. Michi had Mirror Shield in that fight.
Yeah, that Mirror Shield is required in that fight. You cannot beat them without Mirror.
So the next match is going to be in 1 hour and 10 minutes. I believe here on this channel, possibly. Although it might be pushed to ZeldaSpeedRuns too. I'm not exactly sure on the restreamer side of things.
Alright, Michi resetting the cycle.
Yeah, so he just has to clear out his last 2 dungeons. Unfortunately for him, Melrose just has the last dungeon here. He's already well on his way to getting there.
Yeah, sub 3 is impossible. .305 or 310 is likely about what we're looking at.
Yeah, so for anybody looking to watch more MMR, we will have a race in about an hour on this channel. There's likely to be a little bit of downtime between the matches, but you can just tune back here in an hour and catch the next one. And then 4 hours from that time, you'll be able to catch yet another MMR race. Not sure about the channel for that one, but yeah. There are 3 races today. Yeah, there are situations where Stone Tower Temple isn't done last. Like, you could find song items leading to, like, Sonata, Goron Lullaby, or Nue Bossa Nova last. Like, those could potentially be your Go Mode songs. You could also find, like, the Elemental Arrows for those dungeons late and end up doing Stone Tower Temple before them. I think typically Stone Tower Temple isn't last. It's just in this case it was. Most people do opt to do Great Bay Temple last, if anything. Yeah, Great Bay Temple is the longest dungeon, although if you were to consider the Stone Tower climb as part of Stone Tower Temple, I would say, like, Stone Tower Temple is probably the longest. The climb does take quite a while.
Fight with Gomez coming up.
Oh yeah, one thing to note is Michi actually takes like a pretty interesting route through here. I'm not sure, like this might actually work out to be faster. It's definitely easier to hit Igor from this side. So if you're good at the long jump there, and like not good at recoil flips, it's definitely probably worth it to try out this strat.
So would you say this match was all together between both of these guys?
Sorry?
I said, how close was this match altogether between both of these guys? Like, was it a fairly close match or no?
It's pretty close. Like, it's gonna basically... They're gonna be like a Great Bay Temple apart by the end of it, pretty much. Probably just like a little more because Melrose is just coming out of Gomez and Michi's about to enter Gomez. But yeah, like for the most part, it's just a Great Bay Temple apart.
Aside from that, it's been pretty close. It's been back and forth for the most part.
Yeah, it's like really hard to tell for a while. I think the biggest issue is just like Michi not really rushing progression and Melrose missing his light arrows for a while.
Yeah, I remember you saying that somebody rushed their go mode, or another go mode, their way to hero early on. It was a transformation mask. Was it Goron mask that was like super early?
Goron mask on Road to Icona.
Yeah, and that was Michi who rushed it. So, like in terms of movement early on, he was definitely making up some time. He extended his first cycle a little bit too long though, and kind of lost that time back before first cycle ended.
Push your first cycle as far as you can, or is that not really a strat?
Typically, no. Like pushing first cycle as far as you can is typically a bad idea. It's usually going to burn you more often than just ending your first cycle as quickly as possible.
So they were able to utilize, or Mel utilized their timing a little bit better.
Yeah, like he was able to reach the Curiosity Shop check earlier and just get into his second cycle. Since he already had Goron Mask and Keg, it was like even better just to go to the next cycle because there's just so much more you can do. You know, like that a song is going to be there that's going to push you forward because you didn't really find anything anywhere else. So like it just like made a lot of sense really, and usually it does make a lot of sense. Like I've definitely been burned more by extending first cycles than just cutting them short.
We've seen Rose actually in the twin mold fight right now, and Michi's just entering it, but like you said earlier, George hasn't been touched on Michi's end.
Yeah, exactly.
Blue twin mold is down.
Melrose has practiced this fight a lot, so it's definitely not gonna have any troubles here. I'm pretty sure.
What would be the time difference between these two, do you think? Like, Great Bay Temple takes roughly how long?
So, 10
really
to 15
depends.
minutes.
I would say Great Bay Temple's about 5 to... yeah, sorry, including Georg, it's about like 6.5 to 10 minutes or so, or like possibly upwards of 15, depending on like what strats you use and how good your execution is in general. I know Michi doesn't opt to do like a whole lot of strats in Great Bay Temple, so he's probably like closer to the higher end of that spectrum.
That's fair. So I'm trying to gauge if Michi is going to try to finish out the seed, or if Great Bay is just going to put too much time into not really taking that into account. So there's like if there's like 5 minutes, you know, usually some people try to like finish out as much as they can, but if there's too much of a difference, then it's like, you know.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. If I was in Michi's shoes, I would probably just finish it out. I mean, like, you played for 3 hours. You may as well just finish off the seed just for, like,
see it
close
through.
it all up. Yeah.
Is Melrose... Yeah, okay, so Melrose is actually on funnel. That was really good timing for Melrose, actually. to go right into final day Majora fight.
Yeah, this is a really nicely set up by him. Sub 3. I'm gonna say sub 3 is not possible at this point.
Just a guess.
Yeah. I don't think he's gonna make it. I'm sorry, Toxic.
Gold star though. Gold star for trying.
It's okay. He's an Ocarina of Time expert, not quite a Majora's Mask randomizer expert. He's still trying to figure out how time works in this game, I guess.
Sorry.
Should be a fairly fast fight. I mean, a little bit more trouble without spin attack upgrade, but even then.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure Melrose does the like jump slash cancel strats on Wrath, so like even Wrath is not gonna be too much of a pain for him.
Ah, that's not good.
Oh, did the boomerang hit it on the way in?
Yeah.
I hate when that happens.
Alright, let's see how Troll Incarnation is.
Yeah, if you're gonna get trolled, it's typically on this phase.
Right off the bat.
Okay, nice and quick. Got a little bit trolled at the beginning there, but he pulled it off. He's actually going for the crouch stabs here, which I can't blame you. Like, this is a pretty safe strat. He's getting a little trolled there. He's gonna have to deal with the Beyblades now.
Let it rip.
Oh!
I like the fact that he was like, "This is a pretty safe strat," literally as he just gets whipped to the ground. Perfect timing, Drew.
Yeah, I guess I kind of jinxed it. Except it's happened 10 minutes in the past, so I guess not exactly.
Yeah, you almost got
there's
trolled
Melrose.
by the Beyblade again.
Yeah, Melrose with a finish. Final time of 3 hours, 3 minutes, and 51 seconds. And he will pull off the victory here against TheMichi.
Okay, and then right afterwards, it looks like Michi did forfeit. So we're going to be bringing both of them at the same time, so get your GGs ready. There's Melrose and Michi.
Game you two.
Hello.
How's it going?
I'm just happy it's over.
Yeah, that was quite the seed. How did you guys feel about that one?
Fine, I guess, until the mirror shield popped up.
This seed was exactly my experience against Epic Yoshi. It was exactly what I didn't want, but I guess it kind of helped me towards the end because there was just that much bait along the way.
Yeah, there's a ton of bait everywhere. You actually ended up not really falling for much of it, except like putting off your light arrows for an extremely long time. Michi actually ended up finding those really, really early.
I figured, as soon as I finished with eggs, like other than Great Bay Temple, which I didn't want to do straight away, I had nothing which I considered progression. So at that point, I was trying to work backwards from what I think Michi would have done. So I hadn't done Town Archery at that point, so I just immediately went over there, did that. And then I thought about some more. I was probably going to do Zoa Cave straight away, but then I decided Great Bay Temple just seemed the safer option because you have to do it and whatnot. And if something wasn't there, then whatever. I just end up back at Zora Cape next cycle because like it was getting towards the end of our cycle anyway. Then I got Sonata, and I felt like doing it because I didn't want to. I was trying my hardest to think like, could fire arrows actually be in Woodfall? And I guess I had to really depend if there were other items. Like it was very unlikely fire arrows were going to be there, so I was debating whether I just go mode it. But I don't know. Man,
it actually would have been, I believe, like it would have been possible if there were some way to get to Stone Tower Temple, I guess.
Yeah. But all in all, I just knowing how Michi roots just really stressed me the fuck out this whole time. I was trying my hardest to play conservative, like really thorough at the beginning, and then as I began to see like baity items along the way, I was trying to make heads or tails of whether or not I should leave that to Michi. Like I saw the Mask of Truth up at the Scarecrow hard piece. I thought, okay, Michi's gonna do that, probably. So if
I did.
so if I lose to that, then so be it. But like that's the time I have to like keep being conservative in the areas I was checking out.
Yeah, we were actually talking about that when we saw it, but I'm pretty sure, like logically speaking, that was a dead check. Just because the beans were, because like you got a room key from Road to Southern Swamp, which led to a bean, which meant that bean was foolish, and because it wasn't locked behind another bean, it had to mean, I believe, that all other beans were foolish.
Wait, could you just not buy? Oh, is that how that works?
I didn't know.
I think so, because they were logically accessible at the same time, right?
I thought if you have
believe
Deku
so.
Mask, that didn't matter.
It might not. I'm not sure, but well, I mean, in this case, it didn't matter.
So okay.
So if you find beans in a foolish area, that means every other bean has to be like every bean accessible area has to be foolish as well.
As long as that bean's not locked by other beans, I believe that's the case. Yeah.
But you had Deku Mask. Like, that was Sphere Zero. That was on Madame Aroma. I don't quite understand how that could mean that. Oh, whatever. It worked out in my favor, I guess. But
Yeah, like the magic was Sphere Zero too. So like logically, the beans were accessible in the same sphere and like didn't lock each other, right?
that didn't even cross my mind, honestly.
Yeah,
I just saw it and said nope, and just went on with my day.
Yeah, I had quite an experience getting that from Mask of Truth. That liked me too much.
Oh yeah, ate your shield.
Oh, yeah.
Don't worry, I had an experience getting the rock sirloin, so we both had our moments. and
Oh
stills.
god, yeah, that was awful. So, what happened? I mean, you can explain if you'd like to, Michi, or we can just go over it.
Alright, so you know how you have to have A permanently held down to like charge up a spikes for Goron?
Yeah.
My controller loves to do this thing where like it just drops an input at the really most inconvenient times. So like I am like inches away from hitting the ramp with spikes, and then my controller cuts out, so I'm back to square zero and I'm over the edge. So at that point I don't know which fucking pot it is I gotta go for. And I did like 2 in a row, nothing happened, so I thought, okay, in the past, once I've done this, instead of going for the first available one that happens, because by the time you get up there, the chandelier has spun like a certain amount of time. I'm gonna wait until the the last one available, because that often has been the one that's got the rock sirloin in it. So I do that twice. So of course, 4 pots broken, and I still haven't got my rock sirloin. So the motherfucking piece of shit was in there. At least I got a bottle for my efforts. But like, if I was drunk, I was just gonna say then I'm never doing a Hungry Golem again, because fuck that dude. But it was actually quite a convenient bottle, all things considered, so I'm glad I did it. I don't usually go for Hungry Golem that early, but I couldn't see a situation where I go back to Golem Village because I handed in a Swamp Deed already, so...
Yeah, did you do Goron Race?
No, did you?
I did.
It was a heart piece, unfortunately.
Yeah. But I got it first try though, so I'm not that mad.
Yeah, that was a really clean race. Actually, I don't remember you losing spikes at all the whole time.
I don't think I did. There was one time it was really close though, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it was a really clean race.
So my plan was, if there was nothing in the well, I would have gone to Grandma and done the stories. And then with that, I would have gone and probably grabbed the Mask of Truth at that point, go to Ranch, do all that. And then if nothing happened there, then I had Go on Race open. So I'd probably do that and reset cycle. And then I can't remember what else is available, but...
There was something I bet on, and that was beavers having Mirror Shield.
Oh,
I
I
was
skipped that
thinking
too,
about
yeah.
that.
Oh. Yeah, I skipped that too. I don't know, man. When you get the lights and you're 2 items away from go mode, and you know Shrine is Wave of Hero, I felt really bad skipping the rest of the checks in Shrine as well. But
It worked out for you.
yeah, Snowhead unlocks a lot afterwards. Like, those are 5, like, for me, 6 available checks, because I still hadn't checked Vanilla Powder Cake, so I don't know. It's easy to see Snowhead as just like, oh, there's only 3 chests in there, including the boss hard piece, so it's not really dense. But like afterwards, it's getting harder and harder for me these days to justify pushing back Snowhead. So if I get fire arrows in the first chest of Spirit, first chest of a Shrine, I just feel queasy knowing that I haven't gone to Snowhead yet. It's like Rob watching people not go to Pirate's Fortress. I see people with Bolero, fire, arrows, and magic. Did I say Bolero? I meant Lullaby.
We were actually super concerned this seed with you going to Pirate's Fortress, because Michi went to Great Bay Coast and then immediately went to the Cape and found the light arrows, and then went and found the fire arrows. And right after he found the fire arrows, you went to Coast. And I was saying, like, he's definitely going to go to Pirate's Fortress here, because he's just been burned too many times by not going straight to Pirate's Fortress.
Yeah, I've learned my lesson.
But you were pretty lucky in finding out that the song behind eggs was required. Like, that was definitely one of those moments in this race where everybody was on the edge of their seats, was just like, if these eggs aren't required, then like Michi has a huge lead at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've put off Pirate's Fortress for so long.
I feel like
everything else.
you had a lot to do, so like it probably wasn't the wrong play in this case.
But the thing is, everything lined up perfectly. Like Kamaro's mask, the sound check, then the big box I got, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, exactly. I think like one of the biggest criticisms I would probably have with like the way you played the seed in general is just like not diving into dungeons really like as soon as you could. I know like you had Sonata for like a very, very long time, and if Mirror Shield was just in there, like it definitely would have been pretty rough for you. Of course it wasn't, so like in this seed it didn't really matter specifically, but I think just in general, like that would probably be like a main criticism from me.
Yeah, that's the biggest problem I have. I just clear everything outside. I don't really want to go into the dungeons, just dip inside or something.
And that's why you're terrifying to face against. That's why.
Yeah, like having somebody that like playing against somebody who plays so differently is like really scary, because they could just come across something that you'll not find for a very long time. So like in this seed, or like in this matchup, it's like super scary for both players.
Yeah, I was scared the whole way through, especially the early game. That was such a big problem for me. I didn't get the chest in South Clockdown, and then I missed Midnight Meeting.
I just
Luckily
felt queasy doing all these checks I wouldn't normally do. I knew I had to, cause just like I didn't want to try and play Michi's game, but like try and get ahead on execution, because I don't have enough mileage playing like that to know when it's good to do dungeons and whatnot. So I decided for the first half, at least in the first cycle, I wasn't going to extend my first cycle, but I have a tendency to skip mini games when I can. I mean, the bow was quite late in this seed, so it kind of didn't matter towards the end. But there's been several times where, like, maybe I've skipped Honey and Darling because, like, I had the bomb bag, but in my head, I'll just get the bow later and do it when I'm, like, heading towards the east. But then, like, everything kind of factored into, like, a really weird situation where my first bow was in Ikana Canyon, and from that point onwards, it was...
You got that there?
I went to Canyon first before going to Great Bay Coast, so that's when I checked Tingle.
I got my bow in from Gorman Race, actually.
Yeah, that was an excellent. I see. I was going to do Gorman Race before going to Great Bay Coast, which is what I ended up doing. See, I got that quiver straight away. But luckily, like when I got my first quiver, I don't think it was too bad of a time to find it. I just know that, like, in my head, it's like, okay, do I actually know if Michi will go back and do mini games if he got like if you do Gorman Race, thinking I'm going to go to Great Bay Coast afterwards? If you get the bow, do you go back to Clocktown or do you just keep going to Great Bay Coast? I just had no idea, and I was just really stressed out for like the whole seed because this wasn't a typical seed. Like the hook shot was, like I actually got really quite fortunate. With the magic in the deck and mask and check and tingle, getting the bomb bag, knowing that the hook shot was in the observatory and all that kind of stuff. So that all rooted together really nicely, really efficiently. But it was at the cost of realizing there's still checks in Clocktown that I should probably do. Like I was really quite sick to my stomach knowing I hadn't done sound check yet. Like that was really stressful.
Yeah, speaking of checks in clock, I was so mad about the bank rewards.
No, yeah, and then
no.
you immediately
Did you
found
rush
the bank 3 check after doing it.
Yeah, I did bank reward, and like 2 minutes later, I got the hint that bank reward is dead.
That hint was in Iconic Canyon as well. So I got the bow and that hint back to back, which is pretty good because that was like something I was scared of too. Like bank,
I think
bank
the
bottlenecks
other
with
hint
opponent
was-
song is just awful.
I'm pretty sure the other one was like Path to Mountain Village.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was Path to Mountain Village, yeah.
Yeah, just really bad timing. Do you guys have any final thoughts? I'm like not trying to like rush you guys, but I'm like really trying to get out of here right now.
No, you have a race coming up in an hour, so yeah. If you have anything, if anybody has anything they want to add, feel free to now. Otherwise, we're gonna close this out.
I'm good. Let's just
I
get
have
on with
no
it.
thanks.
We got a triple header this day, so let's get on to the next one. Let's do it.
Yeah. All right, guys. So that being said, we have Weiss Epic and Drew coming up in a half an hour. So we won't be rating. We're just gonna leave this the way it is. And if you guys want to stay tuned on the channel, you can look forward to that match coming up. And then, as mentioned, we have another match happening this evening for MMR. So we're gonna try to keep that going. This tournament is going fantastic, and thank you to all the runners. Thank you to the commentators, and of course, thank you to the trackers for the behind-the-scenes work. And we look forward to see you guys for our next race. So,
Yeah,
Drew,
thanks,
go ahead and
everybody.
head on out of here, and good luck in your next race. And
Thank you,
Drew.
for the
Good
rest
luck
of
to
everyone
you
else.
so as well. I hope it's a really good match between us two. I hope like we just both play it right and we just have a really clean match.
Make it exciting. Make it exciting. You can do it. So,
All right.
all right, guys.
I'll skip everything.
Fantastic. All right, see ya, and thanks again. Bye bye.
Okay, bye.